a little bit different. I made a 1,700 mile trip up to Northern California to visit V-Belt and Son. And we've been doing a little work on his truck. If you watch his channel, you'll see. But today we're finally going to get to install an exhaust brake on my truck. So yeah, we're going to get into the video and start there. But if you ain't seen the truck in a while, here it is again. 98 12 valve Cummins compound turbo and a 04 F350 dually. And right now I'm working on getting some stainless steel piping all redone with some billet pieces down there. That'll be coming soon. Everybody's gonna like that. But anyways, yeah, we're getting ready for the exhaust brake. I got my exhaust pipe out. If you can remember, I V-banded everything. So it was about literally 2 minutes to get it out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it about right here and install the exhaust brake in that little section there. And the exhaust brake I'm using is from BD Diesel Performance. I got from my buddy in Weatherford, Unrivaled Diesel. I will put his link in the description. So if any of you want his parts, want to order through him, you can. But we got a inline kit, so this is a universal kit. So it comes with, put this in there on one side, you put one on the other side, and it's V-banded. You can put the exhaust brake in there. So I went with this exhaust brake over a pack breaker of Banks because this one has no pressure relief, so it can close off the exhaust completely.
Who are you talking to in here?
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, man.
Mr. V-Belt and Son himself.
Yeah. V-Belt's bonding tractors.
Oh, yeah?
I'll tell you about it when you get off that.
Anyways, yeah, this one is universal kit. It doesn't come with any air compressor, but it comes with everything to install it. And I have an air compressor on the way, but you know, the COVID is ruining that, so I may have to go a different route. Yeah, here's the kit. We're gonna get to working on it. All right, guys. So under here, here's my downpipe. Sorry it's oily. I mean, it is a 500,000 mile 12 valve. And I got just a slight leak. I'm not really too sure where it's at, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna tear into it over something minor. But a little few drips over 1,700 mile trip. I usually wash it off all the time, but a few drips over 1,700 miles, can't complain. But anyways, there's my original V-band. And here's the new extension for the exhaust brake. I'm gonna take it up here. Make sure I get the flow right. Yep. That's gonna go right there. I'm gonna V-band that, and then I'll get a tack on it there. This looks like a good spot. It's away from the drive shaft, away from U-joints, and put it in right there. So that's where the brake's gonna sit, just like that. We're clear of everything. So I need to get that welded right there. Once that's welded, we can work on the back half to go to my other V-band right there that's on my bellow. Nice stainless bellow that goes for my exhaust. And nobody noticed, we got a set of train horns there. And as soon as my air compressor shows up, we'll get them wired in. Those are gonna be fun. All right, 20 minutes later, literally, this is probably like the easiest thing I've ever done on this truck so far. We got Original V-band there. New flange welded here. Exhaust brake. New flange, clamp. And original clamp. So now I'm gonna go up there and get the solenoid set where I want it and try to do some wiring. So that way all I gotta do is wait for the air compressor to show up and we'll have an exhaust brake. I do need to check the back pressure and make sure I'm not leaking up here at the turbo. Oh yeah, we've got a fresh 12 valve head that we've been working on cleaning. Fresh, well not fresh injectors, but they look like it. Took a wire wheel to them, they look good. This was an EGR 12 valve because it came from California. And the inside of this looked like a new 6.7 head when you pulled the intake off of it. It had so much soot inside of it. Yeah, it might have looked worse, yeah.
Didn't have the power to clean itself.
Yeah, 15 pounds of boost. And here's the engine. We're waiting on a head gasket to show up. And we're gonna start it right here, hook the radiator up to it, and make sure the head gasket's good and not mix it with oil before we throw it in this truck. It has a knocking 2.24 valve if you know the channel. So we're back, it's been a little bit. We've been going back and forth between this engine here, running out of battery to get this one started and letting the battery charge. I got my solenoid valve and air pressure regulator mounted right here. Probably about the most out of place way that you can still get to it, I think. So there's a few different ways you can wire this. It comes with a little controller here that you turn on, that you tap into the TPS. So whenever it reads any throttle position, the exhaust brake won't be on. And as soon as it reads 0, it'll come on. You just need a TPS tap, ground, 12 volt ignition source. And then this one right here goes to your brake. So this right here would be your switch. Well, I think I'm gonna wire it just directly to a switch so that I can have it on exactly when I want it. Because whenever it's not in tow haul, it doesn't downshift and have the torque converter locked unless I'm in 5th gear, so it wouldn't be that helpful. So I think I'm just gonna do a switch, and then if I wanna change it later, I'll put this on there if I don't like it. But we got the brake all installed. I'm not gonna do the valve springs quite yet because here in another week, I'm redoing all the turbo system. So I'm gonna have everything apart anyways, so that's when I'm gonna do it. And plus I've got a 1,700 mile drive home. Doing the valve springs is something. All right, guys, got the exhaust brake hooked up, but still don't have an air compressor. So
Still don't have valve springs. Need his valve
yeah,
springs
I don't have valve springs either.
I'd rather have no valve springs. Just, oh, hey, look, valve covers are here.
Nice.
Here's, I'd rather have the small valve springs than the coolant.
Yeah, that's true. That's a no-go on this engine. I'll explain later. But we got the solenoid all hooked up, and like I said, still no air compressor in the mill yet, so got to do it the old school way and just have a compressor hooked up to it on the ground. So no driving with it, but this sounds really good, and it's building 20 pounds of back pressure. And then my 4th switch here is what activates it. I don't have it hooked up to the throttle position sensor and everything because I just want to be able to turn it on and off whenever I want. So yeah, but anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. And whenever I get the compressor in, we'll do a finish install, and that's when I'm gonna do my valve springs and all that good stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching.